playbook down before he did. In fact, EJ had to help him learn the installs in this offense. They have all the confidence in the world in this true freshman. I think we'll see it tonight.
And we're about to see it as Temple's going to have the ball first at the 25-yard line. And Lewis, here it is, the national television debut.
Defense, let's see what he's got for him.
Warner going to throw on first down, has time, steps into the pocket, finds Jose Barbone. And how about that for E.J. Warner for a first completion of the game? Next consecutive game, Temple starting with a shuffled offensive line. Warner again to throw, Warner again a strike. That's Adonicus Sanders, the leader of this offense, transfer from Georgia Tech. Tempo for Temple, quick shot outside, has space. And how about the Temple Owls moving the chain on third down? That's Ahmad Anderson. And a gain of 15. Impressive start, Lewis.
See, they have a bunch of guys who can play man-to-man coverage. You see everybody up near the line of scrimmage. Here comes the pressure.
Eighth play of the drive. EJ misfires there, intended for Barbone. And another good job by the Knights defense, Corey Thornton on the coverage.
Yeah, defensive coordinator Travis Williams is presenting to him. Now it's just about execution, keeping him protected.
Camden Price on for the field goal attempts. 28 yards is good, and so Temple.
Because he couldn't play baseball this past spring, he's still learning the position.
That's 3rd and 3. Pass deflected. Ruling it incomplete. That was Leighton Jordan on the pass deflection. However, flag on the play. Our official tonight, Tim Rich.
The ruling on the field was an incomplete forward pass. Offside, defense number 13. 5-yard penalty results in a first down.
So maybe we have an indication why Leighton Jordan was able to get back there and get the tip on the ball, but he is an athletic player for the Temple defense. We'll call his name a lot tonight.
A couple nice games, some real nice carries so far this year.
And that is Harvey off the left side. You see the patience, good enough for a first down, UCF. Demerick Morris on the tackle, and Chip Lindsey, offensive coordinator, not shy about Harvey's ability to do a little bit of everything. Now Plumlee rolls across his body left side. That's a strike to Kobe Hudson, and a first down for the Knights. Gain of 15.
Yeah, a bunch of rushing yards on you.
Plumlee to throw, then a designed quarterback run. Brings that element to the table. Talked about it in the open.
Bowser can, then your offense will be humming.
Empty backfield again, 8 rushing touchdowns for Bowser on the season. Plumlee's going to keep it. John Rice Plumlee. We have liftoff at the bounce house. It's about as good a start as you could hope for, Lewis.
Yeah, I mean, look, this is one of their signature plays. That's a signature play in Gus Malzahn's offense. When they want to run it, they're going to run left. It's going to be a gap scheme, which means there's going to be a combination of pullers. It looks like he has one to build around for the next couple of years.
Warner over the middle, a play fake. That's Barbone again. A couple of times he's hit him, and they're getting a good job. Gain of 12, gain of 14 there. Check that, Corey Thornton on the tackle. So 3rd and long for Warner. First opportunity to move the chains from deep. Gets out of the pocket, keeping his eyes downfield. And it's caught by Sanders. Spotted right at midfield. Here comes the pressure. Warner sets his foot, throws again to Barbone. And what a catch for Barbone, who's been the go-to guy early, and a gain of 21.
Lock up. So far tonight, the young freshman has had some answers.
Play fake to Norwood. Does a good job climbing the pocket. Finds his tight end. That's James Della Pesca on ball at the 20. Edward Sadie checks in for the first time tonight. That's Sadie off the left side of the pitch. He gets to the corner, and a nice gain on first down. Devon Wilson knocks him out. Over 100 yards on the night for Warner. Sadie in the backfield. Takes it off the right side. That's going to be a first down. Spotted at the 7. Justin Hodges brings him down. And again, we'll have a look at that Knights defense, who is so good. Play out of the backfield. Good design to Barbone, and I see you, E.J. Warner. Touchdown, Temple. David Martin Robinson, the key block.
What a great great play call. You see the fake motion by Jose Barbone. He comes in like he's going to go across on, and then he just comes back out to get the one-on-one block out on the perimeter on Devontae Brown. Motion. You couldn't ask for a better start if you're Temple.
11 plays, 75 yards. It's going to be a fun weekend. Getting you started here on Thursday night. Bowser getting UCF started on their second possession and a good chunk on first down. You wanted to see the second half start the first half tonight. And so far, so good. There goes Harvey. Brought down just shy of a touchdown by Jalen Ware. They got an extra blocker, Paul Rubelton. He goes 6'10", 330. No need for drama here. Plumlee gonna fake it. Plumlee gonna show the football. Here's your touchdown, UCF. A flag on the play. We'll check the penalty.
Offside, defense. The penalty is declined. Result of the play is a touchdown.
2 possessions, 2 touchdowns for John Rice Plum.
It's over. It's out the gate. In this case, they're putting up 6.
3 plays, 72 yards, and a minute.
Down the line of scrimmage, make the play out on the perimeter.
Pressure for UCF. Warner gets it out on time. Adonicus Sanders is going to be held short. I'd be the guy that end up in the hatch you see in a movie where there's no oxygen lock. Plumlee downfield. What a good throw. On the run, throwing across his body. That was Kobe Hudson. Wing pressure. 3rd and 13. Bowser there to pick it up. Does a nice job. One player gets through. Plumlee out of the pocket. That was ill-advised and falls incomplete. So there's a stop by the Temple defense.
The line's doing its part.
Now 3rd and 4, movement, flag on the play. Could be a free play for EJ, and he overthrows his intended receiver. That's DeJuan Mathis.
Number 33, 5-yard penalty results in a first down.
So Tremont Morris-Brash is going to give Temple the first down. We have an injured player on the field. To see early movement.
Yeah, you see Morris-Brash again, is trying to get a jump. And these kind of errors.
Warner has a nice pocket. He's going to still throw it, Lewis. So what a good job being patient by E.J. Warner. Finds Adonicus Sanders. And Lewis, he had about 15 yards of running space. He's like, you know. Warner had thrown 7 straight completions. 3rd and long. Quick throw to the outside. That's Sanders trying to get the first down. Flag on the play. It's going to be a face mask. Owls are going to move the chains. That's another quick throw to success again on Thornton.
He knows what he's getting coverage-wise. He's able to decipher it quickly. When it's one-on-one.
Personal foul, face mask, defense number 14, 15-yard penalty added to the end of the play. First down.
When he's got one-on-one man coverage, the ball's coming out fast, and he's just giving it to his receivers and saying, look, you make a play. Here he knows he's got one-on-one on the outside.
He's bought in, and now 3rd and 11. Warner forced out of the pocket. This is his receiver. Seliscar brought the pressure. Then Price on to kick. 49-yard attempt. How about Price? And so points for Temple. No college kicker situation there.
Them to get their best shot, their very best shot.
O'Keefe's going to have a chance here at the 5. Has a crease. There goes O'Keefe. Has the kicker to beat. And a nice return by Ryan O'Keefe. Takes it to the 46-yard line. A return of 50.
Has given them problems so far.
Empty backfield. Richardson now comes in motion. They like to give him the jet sweep, and this is why, because Richardson can fly.
Just play ball. You're in the game.
2 trips to the red zone, 2 touchdowns for UCF. Low throw, no problem for Javon Baker. And it's going to be goal to go for UCF. Player.
It just shows you here within the Wildcat now with Isaiah Bowser in the backfield.
Bowser, he just trots his way into the end zone. He ought to give that ball to Tylen Grable. 3 possessions in the red area, 3 touchdowns for UCF. They extend their lead now an extra point away from 21-13.
That's not in for 6.
You hear the boom out of the crowd. Colton Boomer, all-time kicking name. Play clock down at 5. UCF backs off their pressure. Warner out of the backfield, slips it to the running back, and UCF there to bring down Sadie. Jean-Baptiste on the tackle after a gain of 6.
That play can get to the second level.
2 tight ends in. Plumlee fakes, has a guy wide open over the middle. That's Harvey. And a big shot from Plumlee to Harvey. 2nd and 4. He told Baker went to the locker room. Plumlee the fake. Nice little toss to his tight end, Alec Holler, the veteran of the tight ends. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Been a dependable receiving threat for John Rice.
Exactly what Chip Lindsey called it, dependable. Plumlee to take a shot, wide open, touchdown. Kobe Hudson.
Big play call on the part of Gus Malzahn.
Colton Boomer. In right now, you cannot go 3 and out on this possession. Out of the backfield, he made the right read.
He sure did.
And Jakari Norwood did not look back. And that is a quick punt for Temple. 2nd and 1. Plumlee to throw. Quick out to the right side to O'Keefe. That's going to move the chains and stop the clock.
6. And he was wide open there, and Plumlee just missed it.
Here comes the pressure, designed screen. That's Bowser out of the backfield. Isaiah Bowser wisely is going to get out of bounds. Forced out by Ware. Again, Plumlee, a nice job up in the pocket. That's 47, Stephen Martin. And that's as good a quarterback as you're going to see. Feeling the pressure.
And right now, they're hitting on all cylinders.
Plumlee, he can keep it, he can throw it. Took a hit to the pylon and a score. Third touchdown of the night for John Rice Plumlee. And this offense is just a well-oiled space shuttle at this point.
Well, what John Rice Plumlee said to Jalen McMurray, the corner, is, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? I want to get in this end zone. You want to come and hit me? What are you going to do? It's just one-on-one.
7 plays, 66 yards.
Off on you. You're too important to this offense. You guys are starting to click on all cylinders. Just be smart.
Blitz coming. Plumlee pressured. Wide open player in the flat. That is Bowser. He gets a full head of steam. He's got one move, and it's straight.
Off season. That's 28.2% of the roster, and a lot of young guys. A lot of freshmen and redshirt freshmen. So there's a lot of guys with not a lot of experience in this program.
Bowser in the backfield. O'Keefe's in motion, doubled up his motion, looking for a block on the outside. He's going to cut outside. He does. Takes it to the 11-yard line. Playing it tonight.
You love it. You just love the youth. You love the excitement. They got a good football team to cheer for. I'd be happy too.
Yes, they do. And that's going to be a touchdown. UCF. Ryan O'Keefe just trotted his way into the end zone.
Look, that's just easy. You can tell you got one-on-one coverage on the outside.
3 minutes and 19 seconds. It is now 42-13. Rushes, no throws. Now you're putting E.J. Warner into 3rd and 10. UCF going to tee off at the pass rush. He does a nice job stepping up to make the throw. It's going to be incomplete, intended for Barbone.
Out of a Gus Malzahn offense.
Plumlee, a career record, 5 touchdowns accounted for, 3 on the ground, 2 through the air. Can he make it 6? To O'Keefe, 1 man to beat. How about Ryan O'Keefe? Liftoff. "68 yards. Elijah Darraville had a chance to make the tackle.
Makes a move here at the 20 and finishes the play off. If you're going to allow a guy like Ryan O'Keefe free access off the line of scrimmage up on your safety, this
Temple offense. But based on what I've seen this year, a great job. Great tackle by Brown on Sanders, and a loss at 2. And you're going to really be able to identify, okay, these are the best teams in the country, and 3 of those matchups are going ahead tonight. As we're going ahead to here, Kobe Hudson, he's a rocket man. Touchdowns, UCF, 64 yards. That is 1 small step for John Rice Plumlee and 1 giant leap for Kobe Hudson.
Power 5 school who has all kinds of athletic ability. He's now starting to hit his stride. He was the guy he was really the last piece of their receiving core.
That's right.
They were waiting for him to get going. I'm going to start sending 5 or more after you over and over, and we're going to see what answers you got. See, those are the kind of answers he's had tonight. He's known where to go with the football. They just need to leave him in there for the rest of the game and let him. And they have to continue to get better people around him.
Play fake here for Warner. Does a good job checking down to the back out of the backfield. That's Norwood. And Norwood's going to move the change for Temple. Check that, Edward Sadie.
UCF has to play against teams that throw it all over the place. But football will never change in terms of what you need up front. And that's one of the places where Temple's going to have to go to work.
So 3rd and 10. Puts it on a dime to Barbone, makes a couple of men miss. They're still fighting, they're still playing. Tremont Moore is brash. There's a good example of Warner, 3-step plant back football.
Devon Wilson, these guys are studs, man. 6'2", 6'1", 200 pounds, long arms.
And that's just a miss. Yeah, that a miss by Warner. Had Barbone open
for the first down, too.
Comeback route.
These guys love ball, love playing for one another. That's a great, great combination.
Good block, blitz pickup by Hubbard. All for naught. 4th down incomplete. Pass tips. Kenzie Milton back in the day, one of them. They've had some nice throwers that play here at UCF. Castellanos across his body. How about that for a throw for the freshman out of Waycross, Georgia?
The defense, we got NFL bodies here. Scouts are going to be down here. It's just all good. It's all good.
Speaking of all good, Castellanos has come in, hit a shot to Stephen Martin. Look.
I mean, we're sitting here talking, but he's dealing.
6 tonight. And it appears that they will remain undefeated in space games. As Castellanos, this freshman, I mean, where did they find this astronaut? 37 yards.
Well, go ahead then, young man.
Castellanos.
Go ahead.
Permission to come aboard.
It's like, I'm not running out no clock. I'm running to the end zone. I mean, just look at how he takes off here. They got the double pullers coming around, fake jet sweep. You got linebackers sitting there going, where's the ball? Where's the ball? We talked about that it was special. And you could tell it wasn't lip service. The coaches talked about it. You can see how the player, yesterday they were doing in practice, and why this team feels as though it can compete for a national title at some point in time here in the very near future. As far as the improvement that they're making from week to week. And you can just see it, man. It's just as plain as day. Wow,
I mean, this kid
is unbelievable.
I mean, those cuts by Castellanos.
He is super quick.
Those 2 cuts he made just beyond the line of scrimmage.
Look, you knock on wood, you don't want to, obviously, you don't want anything happening to anybody in the roster, but they're just building depth, developing depth right now.
Well, and what you see him doing here, by the way, the last time they scored 60 points.
Boy, he's got some profiles right now to work with. And the thing, you know, as special as some of these perimeter players, Matt, are, again, today with the way movement is with players, with the transfer portal, every year, coaches are going to be looking to poach players from other teams' rosters and see if they can get players to come play for them. And if you have tape and you have real good tape, it's kind of the same thing that you do at the professional level when you're watching guys in the preseason. And you see guys and you're trying to forecast who's going to get cut, who's going to be put on a practice squad. Maybe you can steal them from that team. It's almost kind of like the same thing now. A whole different ball game here at the top level schools. A whole different ball game.
Jordan McDonald gets in for that touchdown. They've hung 70. They let one go last week. At Tulane, I had mentioned Willie Fritz has them playing at a high level right now. But everything's in front of them to make it to the American Championship game.
And it looks like they got some players behind the players that are already showing that they can play at a high level.
And that's how you build. And Z.J. Warner finds Zach Baines. I like that they've kept Warner in for the duration of this game. We had a hell of a first quarter.
Yeah, I mean, 9 of 13. 121 yards and a touchdown. And that's a nice throw right there. Moving to his left and hitting the wide receiver coming back across the middle. If you remember.
Quick decision again.
There's stuff. There's positives out of everything, and I know that, you know, the Temple fan base and
you can turn this tape on. 3rd and 1 here for Warner.
Pressure right up the middle. Back picks it up. He lets it go
Barbone's
early.
open. They've got to make a cast. Saturday night, ESPN 2 Clemson, Florida State, Quincy Patterson at a quarterback. UCF's defense all over it. About 20-something minutes. And when he came out, I took the picture, hidden of course, texted it into the show, tweeted it into the show. And I'm like, this guy just made a 3-hour flight very, very long. You know, within that,
how you have to figure that out,
that
you know,
because of Hurricane Ian.
right?
As we're down here to the final minute 15 in this game. Again, the school record for points, 73. UCF 70. 70-13. Absolutely emphatic for Gus in this UCF program, who is headed to the Big 12. And Stan Drayton, year 1 at Temple. Lewis couldn't have said it any better. Stay patient. This is a football guy that is going to bring Temple football where it can be.
Better days are ahead, my man. Better days are ahead.
For our director, Ed Curran. I said Sean Jackson, our producer, been a great season. Harry Lyles,